So yeah, all right. So this is the server machine that I have been creating, and this is the client machine that is almost ready to go. It is still taking some time, so we will give as much time as it wants. We will not do any changes. We will not be impatient. We'll just keep some patience, as you all know that this is a very hectic task. We'll keep patience, let all the process be complete, and just wait for everything to happen according to its own. All right, so over here, as you can see in client 3, this is given. This might take several minutes. Don't turn off your PC. So we will wait. We will wait as much as we have to, and all right, so this is our client machine that is created and ready to go. This is the interface that we finally see when every process, every Windows installation is completed. We will just single click over here and put the password that we entered while creating the client machine. Click on submit, and this is what we get, right? So over here we have to perform two things. First, we have to deactivate the firewall, and second, IP assignment. So to do so, we will select any large icon or small icon that we want, and we will search firewall system. We will search for Windows Defender Firewall. Over here we can see this is the interface that we get. We will click on turn Windows Defender Firewall on or off. We will click over here. We will select these two buttons in both private and public network settings, and we will click on OK. Now this is how we deactivate the firewall in our client system. We will click close. Now in order to assign IP, all right, so in order to assign IP, we need to go again on run. We need to select ncpa.cpl. This is what we write in client machines for assigning the IP. We will click on we will write ncpa.cpl and click on OK. Now this is what the interface that we see. We will click on Ethernet 0, click on properties. Over here we need to do two things. First, we need to deselect IPv6, and then we need to double click on IPv4. First, we need to unselect IPv6, that is Internet Protocol version 6, and we need to double click on IPv4. This is what we get. Now we enter the following credentials that is given to us, that is 192.168.100. Let's say suppose that this is this is my fifth machine that I'm creating, so I'll write as 5. We will click on tab. This will automatically generate. Now we will click on preferred DNS server and put as 192.168.100.1. Now remember to put this DNS server in all the machines that you are creating, whereas the IP address will be what ma'am has provided to us, and we will click on OK. Now this is what we had to do. We will now click OK, and we will now click on restart. Now let this machine restart, and let us go to AADC, that was the server machine that we are creating. This is the interface that we are going to get. We will click on begin install. Now this is again going to take some time, so we need to provide the time that is required, and all right, so this is what happens after selecting begin install. We will all get that option about beginning install. We will click on it, and we will wait for these steps to happen. That is happening right now. As we can see over here, this is happening automatically. We are not doing anything over here. Now this is the pop-up that we get. You must restart your system for the configuration changes made to VMware tools to take effect. We will click on yes, and we will now wait for the machine to restart. Now let us go to client 3, see what is happening over there. We can see that the system is restarted. We will again put the password that we entered. We will click on next, and over here now we have the client machine ready to use. In order to check that whether the system is providing connection to that of the different servers and client machine, we will click on the Windows option. We will click on alright, so in order to check that whether this is connected to different systems via LAN, we need to search for CMD and click OK. Over here we need to first write ipconfig and press enter. This is the IP configuration that we have entered while creating setting it up. Now now in order to check the system is connected to various LAN devices, you will write ping 192.168.100. Let's say suppose that since I am the 5th machine, I want to check its connection with the first. I'll press 1 and then enter. Now this is what I'll be getting. Now since these machines are shut right now, so I'll be not getting the reply from those machines, as I'm getting destination host unreachable. As soon as I go over here in this server machine that I created, we can see over here it is this is the interface that we get. We will right click on the server machine. We will click on send control alt delete. Now this is what we get. Now press on this back arrow key and select administrator account. Now this is the interface that we are going to get first time we are going to opening a server account. We will set the administrator password. Say suppose I am setting a password of my wish. Remember that the password must contain 8 characters with special symbols and all the criteria that are required. We will click on OK. The password you entered did not match. Oh, I'm so sorry. So the password is set over here. Now the password is changing and we click on OK. Now the system is going to restart once again, and we will wait this time for this to happen everything. Alright, so the system has restarted and this is the interface that we are getting. This server manager application will open automatically every time we open a server machine. Over here we can we need to again enter the administrator password since we had changed it. So we'll click on administrator. We will enter the password that we created and click on enter. And this is setting up of administrator device is completed. Now over here we need to perform again 2 actions. First we'll click on local server, and over here in computer name we'll click on this computer name. We will click on change and we will set the name according to our wish that we want. We will click on OK. Now this will prompt us to restart our computer. We can either restart now or restart later. So we are going to restart later. I click on close and I click on restart later. Now over here we can see Windows Firewall public on. We will click on this, and again we will click on turn Windows Firewall on or off. Now again we are going to select these 2 options and click on OK. Now our firewall for the server machine is off. Now I'll close this window, and now the third step about a server machine is changing this Ethernet option. We'll click on this Ethernet. We will again perform the same function that we performed in the client machine. Only over here we need to provide different IP address, but the DNS will be same. Again we are going to deselect the protocol version 6 and we will select the protocol version 4. Double click on it. Use the following IP address. We will set the IP address given to us by ma'am. that is 192.168.100. Let's say suppose that since this is the sixth machine I'm creating, I will write 6. I will press tab. This will come automatically, and in the DNS server I will press 192.168.100.1, and now our system is good to go. Now we'll click on OK, and for the final time we are going to restart this server machine. We are going over here, clicking on this option and click on restart. So this is what we get, and now we are going to log in again. We will send Control-Alt-Delete, provide the administrator password that we set, and now our server system is also set up completely, and now we can check the configuration whether these two systems are connected or not. On this client system I'll write ping 192.168.100.6 to check whether its system is connected to the sixth machine that I created, and press enter. Now as I can see here that reply from 192.168 is achieved, hence these two systems are now connected to the same LAN server. Now over here to check whether this system is connected to various other devices, I'll open just command prompt. I'll right click on the Windows tab menu, and I'll click on command prompt, and I'll write first we will check the IP config, and press enter. We will check, we will get the results about the IPv4 address and the subnet mask and the DNS server. Now we are going to check the ping about this machine, the fifth machine that I created, that is 192.168.100.5, and press on enter. As I can see that we are getting the reply from the fifth machine, and hence these two, the client 3 and the AADC system, are now connected to the same LAN. Now remember, there are 2 points that you need to keep in mind. First, you need to create 2 client machines and 2 server machines. These 2 machines that I created right now were just for reference. We need to create client 1, client 2, DC and ADC. The DC will be the first machine, hence its IP address will be 192.168.100.1. The ADC will be the second machine, that is 192.168.100.2. The client 1 machine will be the third machine, hence IP address will be 192.168.100.3, and client 2 will be the fourth machine, that is 192.168.100.4. These are the 2 things that we need to keep in mind. Hence your whole system is ready to go, and you have successfully created the 4 required machines, that is client 1, client 2, DC and ADC.